everyone, I am Crystal V. Limos.
I am Angeline D. Basilio.
I am Bea Shane Gagarin.
And I am Deshari Nicole Pagdila.
And we are from the Group 4. Today, we are going to do our demo teaching in Mathematics 5 with the topic Prime Number and Composite Number. Given a 60-minute activity, the grade 5 pupils will be able to first, differentiate prime number from composite number. Second, to identify whether a number is a prime number or a composite number with 95% accuracy. And lastly, to show collaboration in doing activities that involve prime numbers and composite numbers. Without further ado, let's start the discussion.
Good morning, grade 5 pupils.
Good morning, Ma'am Deshari.
How are you feeling today? Angeline?
I'm feeling fantastic, ma'am.
That's nice. How about you, Crystal?
I'm feeling energetic, ma'am.
That's good. How about you, Bea?
I am feeling excited today, ma'am.
That's great. I love how energetic you are. Are you now ready for our class today?
Yes, ma'am.
That's great. Let us have a simple contest. I will give you 2 square cards with check mark and X mark. You may use this paper for your computation. Raise the check mark if the statement is correct and X mark if the statement is wrong. Let us all stand up, and whoever remains standing will give it an extra point. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's start with number 1. 324 is divisible by 2 and 9. Is the statement correct or wrong? Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, raise your answers. Okay, let's see if your answers are correct. Correct! 324 is divisible by 2 and 9. And now let's move on to the second question. 640 is divisible by 4 and 6. Is the statement correct or wrong? Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your answers. Okay, let's see if your answers are correct. Very good. 640 is not divisible by 4 and 6. We will now move on to the third question. 872 is divisible by 2 and 8. Is the statement correct or wrong? Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, raise your answers. Let's see if your answers are correct. Very good. 872 is divisible by 2 and 8. We will now proceed to the fourth question. 804 is divisible by 3 and 6. Is the statement correct or wrong? Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, raise your answers. Okay, let's see if your answers are correct. Okay, very good. 804 is divisible by 3 and 6. And now, let's move on to the fifth question. 986 is divisible by 4 and 7. Is the statement correct or wrong? Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, raise your answers. Let's see. Okay, your answers are correct. 986 is not divisible by 4 and 7. Now, let's move on to number 6. Is the number sentence correct or wrong? Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, raise your answers. Okay, let's see if your answers are correct. Very good. 12 should be multiplied by 8 to get 96. Okay? Number 7. Is the number sentence correct or wrong? Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, raise your answers. Very good. Your answers are correct. 13 multiplied by 9 is equal to 117. Okay, we will now move on to number 8. Is the number sentence correct or wrong? Are you done?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, raise your answers. Let's see. Very good. Your answers are correct. 50 multiplied by 21 should be equal to 1050. And now, let's move on to number 9. Is the number sentence correct or wrong? Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Raise your answers. Let's see. Your answers are correct. 640 divided by 80 is equal to 8. Okay? Let's now move on to the last question or the last item. Is the number sentence correct or wrong? Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Raise your answers. Okay. Only Crystal got the correct answer. But I want to congratulate everyone because you will be having a high score. Okay. What were the operations involved in our activity? Bea?
The operations involved were multiplication and division.
Very good. The operations involved were multiplication and division. Very good. And by using multiplication and division facts, we will be able to find the factors of a given number. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let us have another activity which will be done by group. I will give you a set of square tiles and I want you to form a rectangle using number of square tiles that I will give to you. Did you get it right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good.
May I ask everyone to stand and come in front to do the activity. With these square tiles, let us do the item number 1. Try to make a rectangle using 2 square tiles. Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see. Very good. How many rectangles were formed using 2 square tiles? Okay, Crystal.
We were able to form one rectangle using 2 square tiles, ma'am.
Okay, let's see if your answer is correct. Very good. One rectangle was formed using 2 square tiles. Now, form a complete rectangle or rectangles using 3 square tiles. Go. Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
How many rectangles were formed using 3 square tiles? Bea?
One rectangle were formed using 3 square tiles, ma'am.
Okay, let's see. Very good, Bea. One rectangle was formed using 3 square tiles. Now, are you ready for the next item?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, that's nice. Form a complete rectangle or rectangles using 4 square tiles. Go. Are you done?
Not yet, ma'am.
Okay. I will pick.
Finish, ma'am.
How many rectangles were formed using 4 square tiles? Desiree.
2 rectangles were formed using 4 square tiles, ma'am.
Let's see if your answer is correct. That's right. 2 rectangles were formed using 4 square tiles. Now, form a complete rectangle or rectangles using 5 square tiles. Are you finished?
Yes, ma'am.
How many rectangles were formed using 5 square tiles? Crystal, we were able to form one rectangle out of 5 square tiles, ma'am. Let's see if it's that correct. Yes, you're right. One rectangle was formed using 5 square tiles. Now, form a rectangle or rectangles using 6 square tiles. Go! Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, we are done.
Now, how many rectangles were formed using 6 square tiles? Bea.
We were able to form two rectangle using 6 square tiles, ma'am.
Okay. Let's see if your answer is correct. You're right, Bea. 2 rectangles were formed using 6 square tiles. Next, form a rectangle or rectangles using 7 square tiles. Are you finished?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how many rectangles were formed in a 7 square tiles? Desiree.
We will be able to form one rectangle using 7 square tiles, ma'am.
Okay, let's see. You're right again, Desiree. One rectangle was formed using 7 square tiles. Now, form a complete rectangle or rectangles using 8 square tiles. Are you finished?
Not yet, ma'am.
Okay, I will give you more time. Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How many rectangles were formed using 8 square tiles? Okay, Crystal.
We were able to form 2 rectangles out of 8 square tiles, ma'am.
Let's see if your answer is correct. That's right. 2 rectangles were formed using 8 square tiles. From the next item, form a complete rectangle or rectangles using 9 square tiles. Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How many rectangles were formed using 9 square tiles? Bea.
2 rectangles were formed using 9 square tiles, ma'am.
Let's see if your answer is correct. Excellent! 2 rectangles were formed using 9 square tiles. Last, are you ready for the next item?
Yes, ma'am.
Form a complete rectangle or rectangles using 10 square tiles. Finish?
Not yet, ma'am.
Okay.
Finish, ma'am.
Okay. How many rectangles were formed? Wow! Very active and energetic. Very good. Okay, I repeat. How many rectangles were formed using 10 square tiles? Okay, Desiree.
2 rectangles were formed using 10 square tiles, ma'am.
Okay, let's see. Very good. 2 rectangles was formed using 10 square tiles. Good job, everyone. You may now take your seats.
Let's go back with our first illustration where we used 2 square tiles. How many rows does this rectangle have? Yes, Bea. The rectangle has 1 row, ma'am. Very good. The rectangle has 1 row. How many columns does this rectangle have? Yes, Angeline.
The rectangle has 2 columns, ma'am.
Correct. The rectangle has 2 columns. If we multiply 1 and 2, what number do we get? Yes, Desiree.
If we multiply 1 and 2, we get 2, ma'am.
Correct. 1 multiplied by 2 is equal to 2. What does this imply then? Yes, Angeline.
1 and 2 are factors of 2, ma'am.
Very good. 1 and 2 are factors of 2. Let us study the next illustration where we use 5 square tiles. How many rows does this rectangle have? Yes, Angeline.
The rectangle has 1 row, ma'am.
That is correct. The rectangle has 1 row. How many columns does this rectangle have? Yes, Bea.
The rectangle has 5 columns, ma'am.
That is correct. The rectangle has 5 columns. 1 multiplied by 5 is equal to? Yes, Desiree.
5, ma'am.
Okay, that is correct. What does this imply then? Yes, Angeline?
1 and 5 are the factors of 5, ma'am.
Very good. 1 and 5 are the factors of 5. Now let us study the next illustrations where we use 6 square tiles. With the first illustration, how many rows does this rectangle have? Yes, Bea.
The rectangle has 1 row, ma'am.
Very good. The rectangle has 1 row. How many columns does this rectangle have? Yes, Desiree.
The rectangle has 6 columns, ma'am.
Very good. The rectangle has 6 columns. 1 multiplied by 6 is equal to? Yes, Angeline?
If you multiply 1 and 6, ma'am, we get 6.
Very good. What is the explanation of this? Yes, Bea.
1 and 6 are the factors of 6, ma'am.
Very good. 1 and 6 are factors of 6. With our next illustration, how many rows does this rectangle have? Yes, Bea.
The rectangle has 2 rows, ma'am.
Very good. The rectangle has 2 rows. How many columns does this rectangle have? Yes, Desiree?
The rectangle has 3 columns, ma'am.
Very good. The rectangle has 3 columns. If we multiply 2 and 3, what number do we get? Angeline?
6, ma'am.
Very good. 2 multiplied by 3 is equal to 6. What does this imply then? Yes, Desiree?
2 and 3 are factors of 6, ma'am.
Very good. 2 and 3 are factors of 6. To sum up our activity, let us study this chart. Looking at the row of square tiles and the row of factors, what are the numbers with only 2 factors? Anyone? Yes, Angeline.
The numbers with only 2 factors are 2, 3, 5, and 7, ma'am.
Very good. The numbers with only 2 factors are 2, 3, 5, and 7. What do we call these numbers with only 2 factors? Yes, Bea.
These numbers with exactly 2 factors are called prime numbers.
Very good. These numbers with only 2 factors are called prime numbers. Looking at again to our chart, what are the numbers with more than 2 factors? Anyone? Yes, Desiree.
The numbers with more than 2 factors are 4, 6, 8, 9, and 10.
Very good. The numbers with more than 2 factors are 4, 6, 8, 9, and 10. What do we call these numbers with more than 2 factors? Yes, Angeline.
The numbers with more than 2 factors are called composite numbers, ma'am.
Very good. These numbers with more than 2 factors are called composite numbers.
Were you able to understand the difference between composite number and prime number?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. So, what do we call the numbers that we multiply to get a number? Yes, Krista?
The numbers that we multiply to get a number are called factors, ma'am.
Very good. Factors are the numbers that we multiply to get a number. So, what do we call the numbers with exactly 2 factors? Yes, Anjali? A number with exactly 2 factors is called a prime number, ma'am. Yes. Prime number has exactly 2 factors. What are the only factors a prime number has? Yes, Dashiri?
The factors that a prime number has are itself and 1.
Okay, very good. That's right. The number itself and 1 are the only factors a prime number has. What are the numbers with more than 2 factors? Yes, Krista?
Numbers with more than 2 factors are called composite number, ma'am.
Yes, composite number has more than 2 factors. To better understand the topic, let's have another group activity called Let's Go Fishing. So each fish is numbered from 1 to 20. You are to classify them as prime numbers or composite numbers. Prime numbers will be put under the yellow basket and composite numbers will be put under the green basket. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am!
So fishing starts in 3, 2, 1, go! So are you finished?
Yes, ma'am!
So sit down. May I have one representative to discuss your output? Yes, Crystal? You may go.
Under the yellow basket, we put the prime numbers. And prime numbers include number 5, 13, 19, 7, 3, 2, 11, 17, and 15. Under the green basket, we put the composite numbers. And composite numbers include number 8, 10, 16, 4, 18, 6, 20, 12, 9, and 14. That's all, ma'am. Thank you.
So let us see if your answers is right. So prime numbers includes 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. So I think the prime numbers is right. Let us go in the composite numbers. So composite numbers include 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. Okay, you got it all right. Good job, everyone.
Yay.
Let us see if you completely understand the topic. Then here's your quiz. Please take it correctly. Are you done?
Yes, ma'am!
Let us then check your papers correctly. Please exchange paper with your sibling. Who got the perfect score? Wow, very good. You are really smart, everyone. So for additional exercise, I will give you a take-home activity. So give the factors of the following numbers. Number 115, number 232, number 350, number 465, number 5 100. Please take it. So did you have fun doing this activity?
Yes, ma'am!
Good job, everyone. You did great today. So did you have fun doing our activities today?
Yes, ma'am!
Okay. Like you, I also had fun doing our activities today. I hope tomorrow you will actively participate in our class. So this now ends our day. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye and thank you, ma'am. See you again tomorrow.